Well, the weather's been absolutely terrible here in Northwest Ireland for the last few weeks. Excuse the duck. Torrential rain, 80-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, it's been interesting. But, you know, regardless of the weather, work goes on. Animals still need to be fed, mucked out, all the rest of it. You may have seen in my last video that I was at an auction looking to buy another goat to keep our Peggy Sue company. Didn't buy one then, but we did buy one yesterday. Out of sympathy or madness, I'm not sure. We bought her for our hearts and not our heads. She's in terrible shape, she's underweight, she's absolutely terrified of humans, and got really bad foot rot. So yeah, I'll show you in a second. Let's go and have a look at it. Already I've trimmed her feet off, cut back as much of the overgrown hooves as possible. We've been and got her some medicine. I can't pronounce the name, but that's for foot rot, so she's going to get an injection of that. And she's going to be getting plenty of food in her. Let's spin the camera around and have a look at her. Here she is. We haven't got a name for her yet. I'd like to call her Cilla Black, but Becky's not keen. You'll see she's very skittish, and on the other side she has got some white on her. It's going to be a job getting her tame, but with goats, plenty of feed, we'll soon get her nice and tame. Hopefully we can get the foot rot treated. Just keeping her away from Peggy Sue at the moment with that foot rot. We've got her in here on some straw and shavings. Plenty of food in here for her. She's already polished off a load of ivy this morning, so I'm going to go and get some more ivy now. If you've got a name suggestion, put it in the comments. Be interested to what people think we should name her. She looks a bit crazy, so Coco might not be a bad name. Excuse the ducks again. But she'll come round, we'll get her right. So while I'm going to get some more ivy for her to eat, I'll show you some of the other work I've been on with. This was just a load of hazel, and we were thinking of cutting it out completely, but I decided to try and lay it into a hedge instead. Now, this is all still alive, so in the spring it will all come back, and that's how you get an old traditional hedge. So hopefully that will look good. I've also been doing another style of hedge at the top here. I'll go and show you now. In a previous video you will have seen me cutting trees down, and those weren't the only trees that I cut down. I've cut a lot more down to really open the place up, to just thin everything out, bring some light into the place. As you can see, ended up with an absolute mountain of firewood and brash, and it's always that question, what do you do with the stuff that's not suitable for firewood? Well, this is one option. It's a dead hedge, it's a work in progress, so it's not quite tidy yet, and basically you just put all your brash between a couple of stakes. There would normally be a stake on the other side of this, but I haven't done that, and then you just weave some long staves down the sides to keep it all in. This will get compacted in, and it's a great way of getting rid of all the unwanted wood other than burning it or wood chipping it, and it's completely free, and it will make a great stock proof barrier. It's time consuming, it's hard work, but time is something I am fortunate enough to have. This will look completely different in a few weeks. Once I've finished it, it'll look a lot tidier. All the stakes will be cut down to the same level and stuff like that. But what I like to do when I fell a tree is, if it's covered in ivy, I leave it for a few days for Peggy to get stuck into the ivy. Goats absolutely love ivy, and it's really good for them. So I don't clear it back until she's had a good nibble on it all. She loves it. I mean, look at the size of Peggy compared to the other goat. She's really healthy. She's got a nice healthy coat on her, and she's really happy and super friendly. She's naughty actually. Don't let her sheepish looks fool you. Those horns are the mark of the devil. She terrorizes me sometimes. Absolutely terrorizes me. She terrorizes the dogs, the ducks, the chickens, everything. Our horse Mischief has put her in a place recently, so she's not at the top of the pecking order like she thinks she is. He nipped her on the ears. I think she was trying to steal his food. What are you up to? Well, we've passed the winter solstice now, which for most people is not a big deal, but when you have solar panels for energy and you work outside, that daylight coming back, creeping back gradually every day is really important, and a date to look forward to. It's Christmas Eve today. I'm going to try and get this video out today. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody watching.